everyone, this is Paul Gale from paulgalenetwork.com. It is July 13th, 2020, and first of all, wow, are we in a different world than we were in when I did my opening, unboxing, first impressions take on my Dr. Squatch box that came in. I put up that video February 26th, February 26th is when I filmed it, but I think I put up the video on February 28th. Yeah, that was it. You can look back to verify if it was the 28th that I put it up, but I think in parentheses I put it up February 26th. Since then, almost 5 months have gone by. The world is a lot different, which is crazy, but hopefully things are going to get better. But regardless of that, here I am today to provide you with my few months later impressions, feedback, and so forth, honestly, of what I thought of Dr. Squatch. When I first opened it up, I was new to the product. I was kind of a normal guy when it comes to shampoos, conditioners. I said in the video I was okay with, whatever people gifted me for birthdays, Christmases, etc. Whatever my mom bought as a kid, that was fine with me. Whatever my wife currently buys in our marriage together for me or her own stuff, it's all good. I'm fine with using that. But the commercials won me over of Dr. Squatch on YouTube and Facebook, so I decided to give it a shot. So what did I think? Was it worth it? Do I recommend it to you? Are some of the products better than others? Here we go. So, first of all, I did use, in the beginning, pine tar, and pine tar as the soap scrub to date is my favorite. That one was the best. It smelled good when I first tried it. It was a powerful shower experience with the smells just bursting out of there. And it was a different smell. It was good, but different. I wasn't sure if I loved it or not. As the month went on, I liked that bar of soap more and more for a couple of reasons. One, the smell never faded from the bar of soap. It always smelled really powerful, really strong. It was a nice smell in the beginning, and it kind of just got better and better, and then it was over. It was also the shortest lasting soap. Well, I could officially say two soap bars are gone. One I'm still on, and I'll get to that soon. But pine tar lasted from February 26th to March 29th. Okay, so just over a month. The exfoliating properties inside always gave me a good scrub. That is something that I liked that the other two bars of soap didn't have. The little grains of oat or whatever in the bar of soap were really scratchy. I mean, I use, loofah, whatever, to lather up and rinse myself off, soap myself up, get extra scrub going. But this thing kind of beat that. Whether it was my chest, arms, wherever, that really felt smooth after using it. And I don't know if you're supposed to use it on your face or not, but I'll use it on my face. I'd scrub my face and oh man, my forehead, my cheeks are so smooth, my nose is so smooth. Those strips that you use on your nose and you take off the blackheads later on. It felt like that smoothness afterwards, but everywhere in my face. And it was scratchy, and your face is, more delicate. Sometimes they have those soaps that you squeeze out with little bubbles in it or something, and you get a little bit of an exfoliating thing going on in your face. That's what you're supposed to use on your face. Probably not this pine tar bar of soap that's scratching at it. But maybe you are. I don't know. I did, and I liked it. So I liked the exfoliating stuff going on. I liked the smell. I was pretty satisfied with the length of, it lasting a little over a month. And I liked that it was always a powerful smelling experience in the shower. Next up, I had Cedar as one other soap, and Gold Moss Scrub. Cedar I used as my second bar of soap. That one lasted quite a bit longer. It went from March 29th to June 22nd. April, May, June. A good 2.5 months. Now, would the soap have... So, it's a little bit weird because we're in a different time right now, right? There could be a couple of reasons why the bar of soap lasted longer. First of all, we weren't quite in quarantine pandemic yet. So The reason why it might have lasted longer is, well, could I have taken less showers since I didn't have to go out as much? You know, possibly. But, you know, it's not like I would go weeks without taking showers anyways, you know, maybe just another day or something like that, possibly. But no, I wouldn't attribute it lasting, you know, 2.5 months, almost 3 months, which is quite a bit longer than the initial pine tar, you know, beyond doubling it. I wouldn't attribute all of that just to pandemic, taking fewer showers in that time, because it's maybe a little bit less often, but not by much, you know what I mean? I think part of the other reason is that why it lasted so long is without having the exfoliating agents in it, that I wouldn't be surprised if, or I should say, I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the reasons why it does last longer, you know? You're not scrubbing away the bar of soap itself as quickly as you are with pine tar, where it's got the oats or whatever in it, that with a soap and your skin and rub it against it is kind of eating away at the bar more quickly. So maybe a little bit of pandemic stuff lasting, making it last a little longer, possibly. Also, I will say, as the weather started getting warmer outside, you know, in April, May, like I was already swimming in the pool, and it typically is like this every year that I tend to take fewer showers when it is pool season, which for me kind of starts in mid to late April. By May, I'm in the pool all the time. Doesn't matter if it's a little cool. It's warm enough for me to go swimming in the pool almost every day, you know. And I do just happen to take fewer showers throughout the summer and whatnot, because I'm always in the pool, and yeah, pool's got chlorine and stuff like that. I don't need to take a shower today. I could take one tomorrow. But anyways, so I guess there's a couple of reasons why that might have lasted longer. But I wouldn't be surprised if it would just last your average person, you watching, if you line them up. I still wouldn't be surprised if the Cedar scrub lasted longer. And the last one, Gold Moss Scrub. Oh, and what did I think of the smell of the Cedar citrus one? You know, it smelled kind of weak in the beginning, and I will say it never got as strong as pine tar in the shower, but it did smell pretty good. It did, however, slowly, now it also lasted a lot longer than pine tar, but it did slowly lose its fragrance. You know, by that close to 3-month mark, by June 22nd, I wasn't really smelling the bar of soap as much in the shower anymore. It did still have a fragrance, but like I said, it wasn't as strong as pine tar in the first place, and maybe since it was lasting so long, a little bit longer than they normally intend for it to last, because of my, you know, not using it as much, as frequently, and yeah, maybe that's just why the smell faded. Hard to say for sure, but still good, still a good bar of soap. I wouldn't buy it again. I would definitely buy pine tar again. The cost of it is justified despite it lasting less time, because I liked it that much. Both were pretty sudsy. Both did a good job cleaning. And then that brings me to Gold Moss Scrub right now, which you can see I just started using it June 22nd, and we are now 21 days in. It's still a pretty healthy looking bar. And even though we are full-blown in the middle of summer, it was my birthday July 7th, and it's hot enough that I'm swimming in the pool 3 times a day, especially with my kids and whatnot. Not taking as many showers. I'm still taking showers throughout the summer, but I have noticed that it has gone down a little more, just like every year. It just happens to be. And that could be why it's lasting longer, because at the 3-week mark, this is not what my pine tar looked like. This is, by the way, how my block of wood is holding up. You can see it's got some black on there. That's some old pine tar. Might have a little bit of, you know, white or whatever from the Cedar citrus one. This one, I think it's my least favorite of the 3 Gold Moss Scrub. It still smells good. But not great. Like It smells nice. It smells different, but I just wouldn't call it great. It smells good, and that's not bad, but I wouldn't buy this one again. Then again, it looks like it's going to do the job of lasting a long time. So if you're looking at it from an affordability standpoint, if you like one of these bars of soap that has a smell that hits you well, that doesn't have an exfoliating property in it because you actually don't want to scratch yourself up, and I'm not talking about like giving you claw marks and lines, but you don't want to have any kind of hurt on you when you're taking a shower. You don't want any that's unpleasant to you. That's not fun. It doesn't feel good. Be scratched and stuff like that. If you like one of those smells, if it does happen to last longer, because there isn't anything that's a barrier in it that's rubbing against, causing friction, making the soap, fade away more quickly, then go for it. Because from a cost perspective, you're paying a few bucks for a bar of soap. It is more expensive than the normal soap that you would get in a bottle, but it is kind of fun. It is different. It does smell good. It does leave your skin feeling cleaner, I'd say. Possibly. Maybe using less material to achieve the same type of cleanse. So, however the ratio works out for you, I would definitely go pine tar. That's like a 10 in my book. Great fragrance, decent last, almost 5 weeks. Great feeling, empowering the bathroom, smell doesn't fade, awesome. Cedar, good smell. Gold Musk Scrub, good smell, but little less good. Those two last longer. I'm assuming this is going to last for quite a while to come. But all okay, that's how I feel. Am I going to get any more soap from them? Yes. I will get pine tar again, and I'm going to look on the website probably when I'm done with this soap, because it's not bad. Like I said, it's good. It's not anything that I'm going to buy again, but it's good enough that I'll use this thing for the next month or however long it lasts. And then when it's done, I'll look on the website and I'll see what's the other bar of soap that has exfoliating stuff in it. Is it just pine tar? I don't think so. I think they've got more to it. But that's not it. Next up is the Cologne. If you remember, I got the Cologne. It was crushed pine. I don't know if you could see, but it's still quite up there to the top. I don't use it every day, but every week I do use it a couple of times. That's quite a few weeks that have gone by from the initial February 26th to now July 13th, So this thing's not going anywhere. I still like the smell. If you remember in the first video, I kind of dabbed a lot on and I smelled pretty strong. Definitely don't need that much. Sometimes I'll pop it here, or wrists, or whatever. Armpit zone sometimes. And it's okay. Would I buy it again? Well, I don't need to buy one again. Like, I don't know when this will ever go out because it's right here, and that's at almost 5 months. This thing's gonna last me for years. So right now I'd say no, I'm not gonna buy it again. But would I recommend it to you? If you're a cologne person, then I would say yeah. The smell is nice enough, and it's not chemically, that if you like that kind of smell of nature-y, foresty kind of stuff, I would recommend it because it's gonna last you a long time, not too expensive, and smells pretty good. So I'll tell you what, if it's a few years from now and this one runs out, I will buy whatever other fragrance of cologne is just for the heck of it. Next up was the men's moisturizing shampoo. Now, it's got like this much left. Very little left. But like I said, February 26th to July 13th right now, to have this much left, it's almost 5 months. This always smelled really good, and it still does. I like it. It's definitely warmed up on me. I don't love it necessarily, but I really like it a lot. I put it pretty close to pine tar in terms of levels of enjoyment, right? But I will say, I don't know if it's a negative for you, but for me, I always had to use more than a nickel. You know, in the first video, if I'm not mistaken, I said, like, oh, it said use a dime, and I read it wrong, or I remembered it wrong. It was a nickel. Okay, use a nickel, get a good lather. I need to use a second nickel because I think I had hair gel in. So I did that, and then it was really lathery. But on days whether I had gel in it or not, when I just got a haircut, my hair was a little bit shorter than now, or now, which is kind of the length it was, I think, a few months ago or so, I always had to use more. I almost always had, like I said, hair gel in or not, longer hair or not, had to use a nickel, like they said. Get all that done, rinse out, nickel again, done. But it always smelled good, and it was nice and solid. No complaints really, except for, yeah, it always needed more than what I thought that recommended was. Oh, a nickel, you're going to be super sudsy, super fine. Not quite the case with me, but still, it's lasted almost 5 months. I don't know if it'll quite make it to 5 months because that's in 9 more days, but maybe. And solid overall. I would buy their shampoo again, but I'm curious enough to try a different shampoo. So next time I buy from Dr. Squatch, I'll be checking out a different shampoo. So you see, pine tar is the one where I'm going to get that one again, and some other type of exfoliating one if they have another one. This, liked it enough, but not loving it to the point where I need this one right away. I would buy it again, but I want to see what the other shampoo is like. And now we've got a bigger container, and this is the Cool Citrus Conditioner. Where are we right now? Let me see. I'm going to take a peek inside. Okay, right. Where's the light in my finger? The bottom of here. Okay, basically to this blue line. So that is less than half, right? Somewhere 38 to 42% range is what is left. There's a decent amount of weight to it. This always smelled really nice. Once again though, usually more than a nickel. Put a nickel, I still feel some parts of my hair being, not smooth, not getting lathered in, that creamy texture, that smooth texture that conditioner does. So kind of use another little bit of a nickel. All right, cool. So I'm thinking for men with long hair, like I have fairly short to medium length hair most of the time. And for guys with longer hair than me, I think, dude, unless my hair is kind of weird, you're definitely always going to need more than a nickel's worth for the shampoo and the conditioner. So I don't know why they say that, but maybe my hair is more or less absorbent, and that's why. I don't know how that works. But this was very nice. I liked it enough, probably close up there. It always smelled really good getting out of the shower. And I could smell, not overpowering, but I could always smell throughout the day for the first couple of hours or so after a shower, that cool citrus smell just on my body, around me, in my hair. And it was nice. I'd get compliments, actually, on a morning where I was teaching a class or something like that. Students would compliment me like, oh, you smell good today, Sensei. I'm like, oh, thanks. Because, sometimes I'll take a shower before the class instead of after. And yeah, people around me notice, so that's cool. Last but not least, I think, is the bay rum. Oh, candle. And this thing smells so good still. You could see that. It's about halfway used, right? My finger's matching right here. It's about halfway used. I said, I don't know how often I would use this. Could it be every night? Could it be most nights a week? Most nights of the week. Most nights a week. I light this on. I trimmed the wick as they recommended once in a while, keeping it kind of short. It has a crackling sound, which I don't know if it's supposed to or not. Possibly, maybe, probably, I don't know. Because it is like a wood kind of wick and not your waxy kind of string-like wick. But this thing smells fantastic. I think this is my favorite still fragrance out of all of them, including over pine tar. Like, I would put bay rum on me. If they have a bay rum scrubbing bar of soap and that thing lasts 5 weeks, I would buy bay rum. I'd be doing bay rum and pine tar because this thing still smells awesome. So overall, do I recommend Dr. Squatch? Yes, definitely recommend it. I would say if you have an idea of what kind of fragrances you like, go for a little package. You know, they do bundles pretty often. They've got some sales going on. First time people, subscribing people, enter an email, sign up, like all that kind of stuff. They have pretty good offers that you could get a package, get a feel for things. You know, if you have zero interest in cologne or candles or anything like that, and you just want the soap, then you maybe you don't need a bundle, or you could just buy a bundle of 3 soaps. At the very least, try a bar. I think it's worth it. I would recommend you with pine tar. If you have sensitive skin and you're not feeling like, I don't know about the scratch thing, first of all, don't be afraid of my words of like it's a good scratch. It's not horrible. I mean, if it's a little bit too much for your skin, you could just put it on the loofah, lather it up, and then put it onto your body, and then you're not scratching yourself at all, right? Or rub it in your hands, then on your body. But, you know, I think to anybody, I'd recommend pine tar. I didn't know what it was going to smell like going in, but I'm glad that I did smell it because it was quite nice. If you see any other fragrances and you know that type of smell is your thing, still give it a try, because overall the bar of soap quality is good. It seems to last a pretty good while. You know, whether it's 4.5 weeks or almost 3 months. You know, could I be an outlier because of how much I swim, because of taking showers a little less frequently, because of the pandemic going on and stuff like that? Possibly. Could it also be that this thing actually helps? Yeah, probably, because, you know, in bars of soap that I've noticed from my youth, early adulthood, whenever I've had bars of soap, they get that, you know, big chunky stickiness to, you know, the shower bottom holder or the bathtub rim or whatever. I mean, you know, so that thing probably did help. So overall, maybe it's a good customer care on my end of my product, and that's what helped it last. But solid. So go buy pine tar. I'm gonna buy another one. I'm gonna look for what else they have in regards to exfoliating, hard scrubbing soaps. I wouldn't say avoid gold musk or citrus. Jeez, what's going on right now? I can't speak. Cedar citrus scrub or the gold moss scrub. I wouldn't say I don't recommend them, because longevity wise they're awesome, but fragrance, it just never were powerful enough. They smelled good, not great. I like them, good quality, but yeah, you know, if you know you like that smell, go for it. If you don't want anything overpowering, you're probably not going to be overpowered with that. That's fine. Cologne, final verdict. If you are a cologne person, check it out. Little bottle, not too expensive, gonna last you for years probably, unless if you wear cologne a lot more often than me. The candle, not something that I was expecting going in, but I like the smell so much that I'd say buy this too. Bay rum, good. The wood block, it sounds kind of silly to spend money to help boost up the lasting power of a bar of soap, but you know what? If you like this line of soap enough that you end up coming back to it for more, you're going to end up saving money in the long run. So I recommend buying the wood block. The shampoo conditioner, based off of how long they last and how I enjoy the smells, I'd say I recommend these two also. Oh, and like I did for this one, the shampoo, the Cypress Coast, liked it, but I'm going to try something else next time. Same thing with the Cool Citrus. I liked it, but you know, I still have like 40% or so left. I'm going to try another conditioner next time. So, Dr. Squatch, good job. You got me in a good way. I'm going to be a soap experimenter with your company. I'll probably keep coming back for the pine tar, and when eventually my shampoo and conditioner run out, I'll try a new one there. So there you go. You got one new normal guy that is now convinced that the Dr. Squatch experience is something fun, is something different. it's not life-changing, you know? It's not like my skin is radiant and shiny and crazy and my hair is so smooth, unlike any shampoo or conditioner I've ever done before. No, but it does feel smooth. It does feel good. It is nice. My hair, I think, looks, you know, solid, fine, whatever. But it is good. So if you're a normal guy out there, or if you are kind of someone who does like experimenting more often than me in the world of soap and skincare, give Dr. Squatch a shot. This is Paul Gill from paulgillnetwork.com with my honest impressions. Hope you got something beneficial out of it. Thanks for watching. Bye.